Got it. Grand Rising and welcome to Rise Up with Blooming Lotus Wellness. I am your host, Danyelle Claxton, and today's date is Monday, January 23rd, 2023. And how was everybody's weekend?
It was good.
It was good. Nice and quiet.
And watching the beautiful snowfall down behind me.
I actually got out yesterday. I didn't want to go out, but I got invited. You remember my girl Lakeisha that came on here for Natural Living Design.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I'm using less of my bottle. I got like four more bottles of my liquid vitamin coming. So this is like one last shot for tomorrow. I'm like, but at least I got backup. I always have samples on me. So I'm like, we good. When I say I don't go a day without taking this stuff, I really don't. So I make sure I got my stuff on deck. But I got invited to a women's empowerment brunch yesterday. And when I saw that snow, I was like, I don't want to go. But my spirit was like, get your behind up and go.
Uh-huh.
And I also had a handful of detox samples on me with as well. So I go. Now it wasn't that far, you know what I'm saying? It was like literally right down the street from me on 6 Mile. I go. It was the most beautiful decorated place I've ever seen. It was tight knit. Tell me why two of the vendors that was at the last event were at this event. It was Rosa, the young lady that does the what is it? Face Game by Beauty, the lip gloss lady.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was Michelle, the scented candle woman. I'm like, okay. And then my girl Lakeisha was there with her. Oh, I know I have it right here. Um, her natural crystal deodorant, which I've come to love, because not only is this not just a natural deodorant, you can use it body spray, you can use it on your feet, you can use it, if you're a heavier woman, you can use it under your breasts, those little cracks and crevices and areas that you need probably a little extra protection when it comes to odor. This stuff is amazing. So I go there, and they had three wonderful speakers. I listened to the speakers. Tell me why they're talking about women birthing their vision and passion.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Okay. About women coming together and helping and assist each other, about us completing each other, not competing with each other.
I love it. I love it.
I was like, oh, it's meant to be for me to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I listened. I got cards, I got names, I got numbers. Because we all are in solidarity of helping uplift one another.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I went. I networked. I talked about Elizabeth. Once they heard about Elizabeth, the eyes lit up. They got happy. They got excited. They were like, they want to assist us as much as we want to assist and support them. So I'm glad that I got up. I also got names and numbers because I wasn't a vendor there, but I did pass out like 20 of my detox teas and got names and numbers for women for me to follow up, share some information and follow up on. And sometimes I think the message is sometimes you just got to show up. You
That's true. Yep.
and be present. And I'm so glad that I did. I gained a collaboration. I created a collaboration. So you know me, I'm all about the social media of it all. And I love some of my vendors. A lot of people are intimidated by this social media game. So I talked to Michelle and I talked to Rosa, and I'm like, well, why don't we do a collaboration video? They was like, what's that? I was like, maybe I can find some space where we can, I don't know, create a concept of a woman getting ready to go out on a date or something like that. And she's lighting her scented candle from Michelle.
Right.
And she's putting on her makeup from Rosa. Also, I found out that Rosa is also a makeup artist, Queen Aduni.
Wow.
The lady that does the lip gloss, she's a She's a makeup artist. So my brain is brainstorming a different way of actually, I'm in this creation mode of creating collaborations. And I let everybody know, hey, I'm here to help people get over the fear of being on social media and get out here, because I swear I see so many people promoting their brands, their gifts, their talent, their art, their everything. And I'm like, we need to be out here doing it too. So I'm working on some collaborations. These women didn't, and of course they didn't know about the Elizabeth Conference. So I mentioned it to them, and they're definitely down to be a part of the Elizabeth Conference. And I think doing collaboration videos with the vendors would be an excellent way of actually introducing their goods, their services, and their wares ahead of time, before those people know exactly what to expect once they actually get there.
Mm-hmm.
And Lakeisha's products were there. Lakeisha has a lot of good products. She had turmeric body wash. She had a what is it? African soap body wash. She had black oil, black seed oil toothpaste, moringa toothpaste. I was like impressed, like as to how much stuff she actually natural stuff that she actually have. So my mind is like seriously in creation mode. Let's have past weekend, my company Tava had their state of the company address. And you know, the CEO, if you don't know anything about Tava, it's only 3 years old. The owner of the company, his name is Kenny Lord. He's from Detroit. He's a Detroiter. So just to hear the newness of what's going on with our company. And they have a program that they're coming out, they're launching in March, not March, February 15th. And the program is called Falling in Love with Myself Again. I love it. And what they're doing is they're tapping into the spirituality of wellness. I'm like, okay. What they want to do is, because I guess 83% of our market is actually women. They realize that losing weight is just not, or getting healthy is, there's other reasons as to why people have issues losing the weight that they're trying to lose. And 9 times out of 10, it is a spiritual reason, which makes sense. A spiritual roadblock. There's some sort of breakthrough that needs to happen. And when I say spiritual, they want to give people the tips and the tools to actually be able to overcome whatever it is that they need to come to get through their breakthrough. So they're introducing a challenge, a 10-10-10 challenge, where for the first 10 months, the first 10 days of the month, you have your journaling, you have your prayer, you have your meditation. In addition to adding the products, and as far as detoxing, replenishing, and energy, the first 10 days you focus solely on yourself of each month. And then you do that for 10 months out the year. Come December 15th, they're going to award some people $10,000 for taking on a 10-month transformation. And I was like, and it has nothing to do with Tava. It's helping people actually, fall in love with themselves again. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes we don't know that we lose ourselves with everything that's going on.
Right.
And sometimes it made me think like, wow, how can I fall in love with myself again? And I think that's today what I'm going to focus on today with today's show. How do you want to incorporate, or how are you incorporating falling in love with yourself? Because everything changes, stuff happens, a lot of things happen. And let's talk about that. Like, in what ways are you incorporating what you need to fall in love, to honor, to recognize, to make sure that you're taken care of?
Right. For me, I like to just read one of my favorite books, or something that just gives me joy, or just makes me feel alive. And so I like to read certain books or something like that every day, you know. So that's one way I do it.
Ashay. Reading is definitely huge on my list this year. My sister-in-law is an avid reader and author. So she has a list of like 50 books that she is accomplishing to read this year. And I've never met anybody to have a list that extensive
Okay.
as far as reading. And so even myself, my commitment is to finishing a book once a month. So I at least got 12 books that I want to finish.
Oh,
One of
good.
them being the book from Jamal Randall of the Trap Yoga Studio. His book is actually pretty good, and I'm halfway done with it. So I'm like, I'm proud of myself, and
So good.
I want to complete that book before I move on to another book.
Sounds good. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Mama Evelyn.
Well, I just want to get and be consistent with the assignments that Rev Romani gave us. Be consistent with just some of the instructions to help with the breakthrough, because yesterday, I mean, you just realize that there was a lot of breakthrough that layers, like the layers of an onion, that we have a lot of layers to work through, and if we don't put in the work, we'll be stuck. Mm-hmm. And I have no intention of being stuck.
All right, girl. I see you changed that. I have no intention. What's your question again, Danyelle?
What are you incorporating into your lifestyle to continuously fall in love with loving yourself, to honor yourself, to love you?
For me, getting, exercising. I realize I'm sitting in that chair for 2 hours. And so that's why I'm on a stool. So I'm not bent like that for 2 hours. And exercising. And then, always taking on my health and my wealth. This year, really stepping out there with what you've been teaching us about the social media, and really taking that on. We're really taking that on with all the things that I am doing, and being incorporating all the ideas that I have had about my events, really knowing that I have the time to do it and I have the team to do it, and taking it on as total success in every area and kicking me off into other areas of my life. So yeah, so I'm kicking off to this year. I'm really recreating myself as far as business and success, and the visions that I've had working with the community, so on, blah, 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 blah. I realized my son used the Toro. It's where you rent cars, instead of going.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Well, Fame is a master at that. And I realized watching him pay for it that So I didn't even think of it. I could have gotten a car. I even asked the owner of the car when I got back. I said, you make enough money on this that it pays for itself. And I don't go places a lot. And so somebody could very well use my car enough that month to pay the bill for it.
Yeah, that's where you're renting people's personal cars.
Right. So if I got
It's
a
like
car,
it's like an automobile Airbnb.
yeah. Hey, Mama Evelyn, listen to this. We buy a car, right? A lot of times we're at home anyway, or we have access or do, whatever else we do to get where we need to go. But those days that we're just sitting at home, we rent the car out. We rent the car out enough that it pays the note for the month. You get to choose when you rent it out, right? So it pays for the month. You rent it out where it pays for the month and the insurance, and then the rest of the time that month, you use it.
Okay.
That's a working smarter idea. I like that.
Yeah, and I asked the guy, it was a nice car too.
I heard it's like really
and I said, you make enough money, it pays for itself, doesn't it? He said, yep. I said, I never thought about that. I could have had a car all along. All along.
There are so many options out here. There are so many options out here.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many ways, smart ways of actually making money out here. It is ridiculous. There is this new thing out here called UGC, user generated content. Brands are paying regular content creators like ourselves to create pictures and videos. Mama Evelyn, get this, you might want to look into this. Pictures and videos of their products. So they're paying like $300 for a 60-second video of their product. These are not major national name brands, but it got me thinking yesterday, I can also do this for my smaller vendors who don't necessarily know how to do this themselves yet. I can create a user-generated content of their content for them to post on social media. I'm thinking outside of the box. Hey, there go my girl Lakeisha, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, ladies. I've missed you all.
I was just telling them about the event yesterday and how glad I was that I got up and went and got fed physically, but also got fed spiritually, got to network, and yeah, I loved it. And I have to thank you because you gave me that ticket. And I'm like, I'm glad that they use it. And she froze. She's frozen. So, okay. So yeah, I just want to say thank you because yesterday was so confirming, fulfilled and uplifting. And I saw 3 of our vendors for Elizabeth were there. Let's just say it like that. I'm already claiming it. I'm already claiming it. But I was also telling them about user-generated content, which I'm working on for natural living design. I'm going to work on some of that today. And there are so many ways of making money. I've got a friend of mine that's all she does is brands you sign up for some of these apps, you create content, and they do look at what you're posting on your social media platforms. So you do, things of the cup. I haven't posted it yet, but I got videos of me creating my coffee in my Elizabeth cup. They take the stuff that you post on your profile, and then they'll be like, hey, there's $300, create a 60-second, here's our product, here's a 60-second video, create a 60-second video for us. You can use people are getting creative and using the whatever backgrounds they have, whatever fabrics, whatever texture, they're getting creative and creating pictures and videos, and they're getting paid for doing this. It's an extra fun. Some people are using this as their main income. some people are using it as a side business, but like Mama Evelyn, what do you think if somebody said, hey, if I said, hey, I want you to create a 60-second video with this Natural Living by Design deodorant. You
Mhm.
think you could do it?
Yeah.
And give me some artistic flair to it. You can put your dowels around it. You can use your dowel fat. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff that you can make it pop. Let me take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. I'm like, this is kind of simple. Let me figure out a way to get up in here. So yeah, I think that's an excellent idea, getting a car and being able to rent it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might talk to Greg about that because he's got more of a Taurus show, which is more of a mid-sized car. Shoot, especially on the weekend, people want to showboat and flash and and you also have a lot of models who want to model and take pictures with, a fancy car or a nice looking car. You can get that just off rented off for photo shoots and everything. I love that idea.
Mhm.
Grand Rising, Reverend Armani, and Grand Rising, Ebony.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Mhm.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth. How are you, ladies?
We are blessed and highly favored.
Beautiful.
Like I said, I'm so happy I got up and I went to that event. I'm like, I got fed, I got inspired. I envisioned our event. I talked to the speakers. I told us about the Elizabeths. They all lit up when I told them what we're doing in what is it? Come Mother's Day. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the pavement. I'm ready to have our flyers. I'm ready to go to more events like that, to be around and to hear them talk about giving birth to their dream. They didn't use the same terminology that we use, but they used some of it. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, we are aligned. We are on the same path here. So yeah, now's the time. I'm coming up with our marketing plan starting tomorrow. Now it's time to start. It's time to start talking about how we're pregnant, start to have those conversations with people, start letting people know what we're doing come May, start letting them know what's coming up. Now it's time to start getting those vendors, to start get the registrations. Now I see it is now time. And we should be so tired of when we talk about Elizabeth, that people be like, they're gonna be sick of me. I like that sound. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Yeah, you're gonna be tired of me talking about it. We're gonna show you, we're gonna invite you. We're gonna come together. We're gonna do this. So I'm excited. I started talking about falling in love with myself again. For me, it's consistency. I know I used to get complacent, but now it's time for me to push through, for me to get to the vision of where I want to be. I am stepping out of fear. Lord knows I'm stepping out of fear. Especially, I have a situation going on this month where I have to get out and talk to people. And I would say that my situation is about 70% almost done. Like it's getting done. I'm taking care of it. There's no fear, there's no lack, there's no worry, it's happening. And it's showing me that there's the power of my mind. And then, sometimes you got to get out here and do the work. Yes, Mama Evelyn.
I had a question about all of us getting together and doing like we did the TikTok video, but having to do with us being pregnant, like all same night and posting it at the same time. I don't know. This is what I envisioned, that everybody's, however you want to look, however you, however you want to look or whatever. We all look in the camera on TikTok. First to know.
I'm pregnant. Yeah.
And then post it.
Right. That's the first video. Honestly, that's the first video, and that's it. Cut to black. And then
Yeah,
here's the beauty about it. We can create the follow-up videos the same night, but just
yeah,
not post them until a couple of days later. That's
right.
called batching. We can batch it. We're right here, Mama Evelyn. We are on the same page.
Okay.
We are on the same page.
I can imagine myself saying that, just
I like those eyes.
I like the eyes. Oh, I forgot to
have a
mention.
secret. I have a secret.
Yes, I have a little secret.
Don't tell my husband. I have a secret. Have
You know,
noticed?
we can do a lot. There's so many ways you can do that. You can find fake sonograms on other people's sonograms on Facebook. Yeah, there's ways of doing that. I like that. We can, like I said, I'm getting the list together of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Also, I meant to say that I am actually wearing Face Game Beauty's lipstick. I got 2 of her lipstick, lip glosses on right now. So I am working with her. I did do a video post. What I want to also do, not only in addition to Elizabeth, in addition to promoting Elizabeth, I want to also have us promote each other's Elizabeths with our TikTok videos and Instagram reels and everything. So what that looks like is it's almost like it's like a brand collaboration. Queen Aduni, I want to do something with you doing my hair before, during, and after. And then talking about the beauty, the wisdom, the brilliance of you being a natural hair industry innovator. You know what I'm saying? That's an honor that should be, it's not bestowed upon you. It is what it is, but more people need to know about what you did here in Detroit, not just here in Detroit, but what you did here in the world. Because like I said, I had been watching you for years in the hair magazines, not even realizing that you was the most beautiful soul that was going to enter into my life and be a part of. I've seen your pictures and the quality of your picture in these hair magazines for years, working over on my uncle's hair salon, period. And now I get to work with you. Now, I am, a daughter of yours, but it's almost like people need to know, look, this woman is fucking fabulous and has been, and she needs to be recognized. So I do want to work on some videos like that, promoting the gifts that you have. Lakeisha, you already know, I got you. I got some user-generated content that I'm working on, promoting your brand because I love your product and I love you. And, Mama Evelyn, I got your dials that I've done over the past. I'm going to do a video about the dial workshops that I've done with you over the course of the years, and how I still have this right here, and how can people get in touch with you to, do more workshops. You kind of see the crossness that I'm talking about of what we're doing with the Elizabeth, and then also incorporate that, okay, these are you can find more at the Elizabeth Visionary Conference that, in May, blah, 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 blah. Amani Grace. I don't know. You're just fabulous. I've listened to your show. I've listened to you. I also know you do jewelry too. So I don't have any of your jewelry yet, but I need to do a video about it. Something. Ebony, you're a force. Okay. I know you got the daycare going on. I know you got the t-shirts going on. We need to do if we can't think of anything else, we need to promote each other, just cross promote each other with these TikTok videos.
Mhm.
And like
Question
that's
for Ebony.
creation. Huh?
I have a question for Ebony about the t-shirts. I mean, I like t-shirts, but I really have always loved, you know what a raglan sleeve is?
Yes, those are one of my
Okay.
favorites.
Yes, I think they complement every body type.
Mm-hmm.
Every body type for a woman. And you know, for a quality t-shirt that's raglan with, you know, kind of a V-neck and just, you know, it
Yeah,
just
like the
falls and have long.
baseball t-shirt kind of raglans that has the V-neck and the arms.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like those.
that's what I like those.
Do you
Okay.
have those, Ebony?
I know a clothing supplier that has them.
Mm-hmm. Do you use that clothing, the t-shirt? I know they have t-shirts on those, they're over there on Fort,
Fort
over
Street.
there by the post office. Downtown post office? There's a
The
t-shirt
National
place.
Dry Goods.
Yeah, do you use them?
No, I haven't been down there lately, but
Mm.
I can go down there because it's so close. I usually shop the like Jiffy t-shirts and I buy in bulk.
Okay.
And then I just found a black owned t-shirt supplier. So I
Nice.
want to try her.
Mhm.
So I do want to put a challenge out there. I know that we have an Elizabeth t-shirt coming soon, but I think all of us should have a t-shirt with our own brand on it. And we should all as Elizabeths also have our sister's brand with us as well. Because this is the year that I'm going to start wearing. You're going to start seeing more Bloom and Lotus everything. You're going to start seeing more Tava everything. I already know I want Elizabeth across my chest. I want somebody to be like, what is that? It's Elizabeth.
Yeah.
What is that? Well, let me tell you what Elizabeth is. This is the year that we actually, like I said, I don't want to wear crap. I don't want to wear nobody else's name across my chest except for my brand or the brands that I support. That's where I'm at. And
Yeah.
a brand, I think even to the point, I have a tank top. I do weird things, but I love supporting people who I support. When the Lip Bar was getting itself established, they was doing some sort of contest down at the African World Festival. This is like 6, 7, 8 years ago. They needed models to just go and get people to vote via their phone at the African World Festival. You know, I volunteered, and the cost was a lippy. It was a tank top, Lip Bar tank top, and a lippy, which, you know, is their matte lip gloss. Do you know I went down there and volunteered my time for something to say Lip Bar across my chest and something to go on my lips? Yes, I did, because I wanted to support that brand. I wanted to take the picture, and I have the picture on social media. I have the picture and loved every bit of it. I would love to do the same thing for everybody. I wouldn't mind doing the same thing. What is natural living by design? Well, it's a black-owned, female-owned, all natural. Basically, I'm gonna say it's like an all natural store, online store that has all the health food, not health food, but healthcare products that you need for your body and your environment. That's the best way, and body, mind, body, and soul. That's the best way I can explain it.
So I have an idea.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ebony.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did have an idea. About a few years ago, I do backpack giveaways for my daycare, and we had a nonprofit sponsor a t-shirt fundraiser for me where she put my event picture in the front, and then the sponsors' names got recognized on the back. We did it like their name and their phone number, but maybe like we could get the Elizabeth shirt and put our logos on the back. So we'll still be branding and supporting the Elizabeth, but we'll have a spotlight of our logos on the back as well. And
That's
that'd be
a good
like a
idea.
front back shirt.
I like that.
Yeah.
I heard that too. I heard the same thing, Ebony. I saw that. I just came upstairs to get some tea. I saw the same thing,
Mhm.
Yes.
same
And
idea. So
I'm doing some research on t-shirt fundraisers as well. So like, you know, once this is frequent and the shirts start coming in, I could just find the supplier and I could be the person to do the registration for like t-shirt sponsorships.
Well, let me ask you a question, Ebony. Are you able to do single shirts? And if so,
Yes.
how much is it for, like, if I just wanted 1 or 2 for right now?
So on Tuesdays, we have shirts for $15.
Say less.
T-shirt
Okay.
Tuesdays. Yeah, our t-shirt Tuesdays. We promote $15 t-shirts. Any other day, they're $25 a shirt.
Okay. And that is that silk press or
Vinyl
press?
or yeah, vinyl pressed.
One color?
Yes, but me and my sister work together, so we will always make an exception for the Elizabeths. We will just, because I'm sure it'll be like a picture logo instead of one color for you guys. Let me
Okay. Okay. I think I have an idea. And $15 is a good price to actually at least get an idea. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Get an idea, out there. So I like that. Thank you so very much. And what's the name of your t-shirt company?
I'm putting it in a chat. It's called Consuelo's Customs, my sister's middle name.
And see, what a lot of people don't know is that I sat right next to Ebony. I think it was that Saturday, almost all day at the Creatress Summit. And find out how cool of a person, of a woman you are. And I'm so glad that you're on here as Elizabeth. I just
Thank you.
Ebony, you were there?
That was one of those
Yes, she was
trying
there.
days for me on Saturday. I showed up. Oh my goodness, that was some love for myself that day.
Yeah, she was there. I sat right next to her on the end. And
Yes.
I didn't know that was you. Well,
Yep, I squeezed right on in.
had you been to the Elizabeth yet? You had not
This
been.
is gonna be my first conference this year. I'm so excited.
No, when you were at the summit, Creatress, had you been to Elizabeth, to Grand Rising? Had you been on? Because
Not at all.
I didn't
That
know.
was my first time meeting you, lady.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I known Sister Deidre, and then I met you guys at the Creator Summit.
Cool.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. So
I'm
want to
so
say, ladies,
grateful.
Ebony, how are you falling in love with yourself again?
Oh, besides taking myself on dates, I try to take myself on weekly dates. I am learning today to just receive love. Today is actually my birthday, and I usually get
Happy
overwhelmed.
Hey.
Thank you. I usually get overwhelmed by the thought of another year older and attention from people, and it spirals me. But today is like, nope. Here it goes. Let it rain on me because I deserve it. I worked hard enough. Like just being in the area of gratitude and deserving. Because I'm usually like so hard on myself around this time. Like I didn't work hard enough. But,
Happy birthday. So that makes
thank you.
You're an Aquarius.
Yes. Yes, I am 35 today. I keep telling
35?
myself 39 is 35. I'm almost 40.
Well, I mean, 40 is nothing but the new 30 at being a 40.
I know.
So I'm like, it's just a repeat. Ain't don't hype yourself up. I'm like, I'm still learning stuff, and it's funny because growing up, 40 and 50 were the two top numbers that people just feared because it seemed like your life is over. And if you don't hit certain accomplishments by a certain milestone, then that's it. Now it's like, fuck it. I get to repeat this all over again until I get it right.
Yes. And I broke that belief and that felt so good. And I was like, okay, wisdom, bring it on then. Bring it on then.
Right.
Come on.
So I'm like, welcome, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I do have to say, I've noticed significant growth. I'm gonna acknowledge you because I've seen significant growth since I met you in October up until now.
You.
And I see you showing up more. You were shy as can be of getting yourself out there, but you show up here in Elizabeth. So I'm so happy. I see the growth. I see you. I see you growing. I do.
Ladies, I am so grateful for you guys. This is y'all. This is you. This energy I'm drawing into. I love it. I thank you, ladies.
Oh,
I love it.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Feel the same way.
So I'm loving this, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever content ideas you come up with, get yourself a notebook and write it down. Because like they say, everything can become content. Everything. I have to write ideas down because I swear to God, it'll come to me and then I'll completely forget. But how many of you actually did you go look? Did you see the TikTok session we did last week? Did you check out the video?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Yeah.
I'm still a little afraid of TikTok now.
It's in the WhatsApp. It's in the WhatsApp. And I would say the only way to get over the fear of social media is just to get out there. There's still much love. That Black Girl Follow train is still going. For Queen of Duty and Mama Evelyn, have you guys been going back and following people who are following you from your videos? Okay. That's okay. Queen of Duty?
Lolly.
No, not really. Not
Okay.
really. Yeah,
So the one, just, find some time today, 15, 20 minutes today to do that. Queen of Duty, your video when you got up there and was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Last time I checked, you almost had 20 comments on that video. Positive comments too. Of
mhm.
other women encouraging. Oh, we're gonna take a look at that. Other women encouraging you. I'm gonna go to my TikTok.
Lakeisha, I see you. I'm going to follow you.
Yes, and let's follow each other today. If you haven't done so, Ebony, I take it step by step of getting getting your profile together and to getting your first video together.
Okay.
It's nothing to be scared about. I got nothing but love on that platform. It's nothing to be afraid of.
No.
So I'm
And how do you?
huh?
Justin,
I'm
what's
sorry.
up?
What you say, Mama Evelyn?
Okay, so I went on here and okay, follow your friends. And they all seem to be Karen Dumas. I don't have to actually know them, right? But I mean, how do you know that they're from the follow train that you follow back?
You look at the video that they're following from. Like if it's that one, because I haven't seen how many numbers are on your video. And like I said, you can vet people. You can go to their profile and look at their profile. If it's somebody that just joined and just got let's put it like this. If they have a profile picture, a regular profile picture, some people just joined. So they may not have a whole lot of followers. And then some people may have 1,000 followers. Just no, you don't have to know them. That's one of the beauties about this Black Girl Follow train. You don't have to know them, but you don't necessarily want to know them because you're building a new relationship of engaging with people who you don't know, who are willing to support and follow you. I got on live yesterday, and I actually ended up getting 2 sales talking about what I just talked to you about the event from yesterday. And the fact that I had to drink my detox tea because I ate too many carbs. The whole menu at the brunch was carbs. And I swear 2 people went to my website and bought tea from me being on live for 15 minutes, just talking about what happened yesterday, about me showing up. I don't know her. She don't know me, but she supported me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? If someone comes into your inbox and start acting crazy, you can always, delete them. But you don't have to know everybody. You don't have to know them. Queen Aduni, can I have control of the screen, please? Because I want to show the ladies. Hey, Juanita, Grand Rising, Juanita, how are you? I see you. Well, I see you, but I don't see you. And who just joined us from the 1678 number? Can you say Grand Rising for us? Can you show us your screen? Can you introduce yourself and let us know where are you from? Oh, thank you. So if you look at my screen, I actually have I actually have TikTok up, and I'm at Queen Aduni's page. And if you haven't been
Where the hell have you been? Everywhere
That's
I live,
not what I
not where
wanted.
I need you to be. It's not my imagination. Now, where the hell do you go every day?
Okay. I am following Queen Aduni. So far, you got 288. So this is the video that she did while we was in class.
Y'all gotta pray for me because this TikTok, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'll keep trying.
Okay, I'm gonna come out. That video got 303 views so far. Your most popular video was the one we did together. You got 950 views. You can see your analytics on your screen more so than I can. I'm trying to see if I can see. I got to go to my phone because I can't see. What I can't see is, what is it? What I can't see, I got to go to my phone because there's different things you can see on the phone than the desktop. If you got any questions about this TikTok app or any social media, ask me. Now, Queen Aduni, now that I've been going to your page more often, when I type in Queen Aduni, you show up. You're the first one, you're the first person to show up because I'm your friend now. Well, I've been your friend.
Y'all gotta pray for me.
Okay, Queen, on my phone, you got 67 likes for that video about, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So you got I think you got close to 300 views, 67 likes, and you got 20 comments on here. Somebody saying we are learning, you're getting it, trying, that's, you know what's next, he. That was from Amani Grace. You got this. Tell a story or information, dancing, or just dressing to impress. It all goes down. There is so much positivity on this comment right here. And encouragement. And one of the things, remember I told you, Queen Aduni, you can either respond with the text or for better traction, respond with the video, reply with the video. So what happens is your thing should be blowing up with people trying to be friends with you or follow. All you got to do is follow them back. They're following you, you follow them back. I love that video. When you go and do your shows, you got to have your tripod. Ladies, this is one of the best investments I ever got. This is $30 from Amazon. As you see, it looks like an umbrella. It's
I got one.
You got, this rises up to 6 feet. This goes with me everywhere because I never know when. A lot of times I'm by myself. So if I need to record myself dancing or doing something or interviewing somebody, I don't have to worry about somebody who don't know how to hold a phone steady. I have this right here. This was $30 on Amazon. This is the best investment I ever have. Capture yourself dancing. Capture yourself playing the tambourine. Capture yourself doing hair. Capture yourself setting up your thing. If you go to my page, I got a video of me. If you go to my page, I got a video of me cleaning up. Yes, me cleaning, because I realize my phone can be a distraction because I'm always on it. But if it's recording me doing something, I can't be on my phone. And people actually see me cleaning up my space. And it's like, come clean with me. You can come clean with me, come work with me, come dance with me, come entertain with me, come vend with me, come drive Uber with me. All you're doing is showcasing about, a minute or two of what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And this gets more people related to you and understand about who you are and what. Oopsies. That was a big oopsies.
I can't find my hand to raise on here.
That's okay. Just jump in.
I want to share something before I forget with Ebony. I don't know. My girlfriend has a t-shirt business as well. And one of the things I share with her, her business is doing really, really well, is that Alibaba. I don't know if you're aware, but you can get tons of shirts from Alibaba. You might want to have them send you a samples of the quality of the shirts because the quality is different depending on, what state you're on in the country. Some people not big on quality. They just, want to sell shirts, but you might be big on quality. So you might want them to send you quality, but you can get a ton of shirts
Oh, mercy.
prices on
Bless
Alibaba.
you.
So I just wanted to share that with you just in case you weren't aware about Alibaba.
Yes, I'm gonna look into Alibaba. That's a good idea. I didn't think
Yes,
about that with the shirts. 'Cause
yes,
they
get
come
it.
for different countries. I'll be worried it's gonna be lost on a ship.
No, don't worry, girl. You gotta think positive because you are anointed. You got the blessings on you, girl. So don't even worry about because that's not gonna happen to you. It might happen to some other people, but that's not gonna happen to you. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it Friday. Look at you. I'm about to try it Friday. Let me go Google some
Okay.
stuff.
And another thing, since um the young lady, I don't know, I got so much stuff on my mind right now. Danyelle was talking about her iPod. So I have this thing that's really interesting. It's on my desk, actually, it's lit up. And if you're at home or if you're on the studio, it moves when you move. So right now it's on. So if I go this way, it's
I
gonna
know what you're talking about because Mama had talked about it.
I think
She
that
has
was
it.
my best investments also because as I move, it's gonna move, it's gonna move, it's gonna follow me. Can y'all see it moving? Did y'all see it moving? I didn't see it moving. All right, so I'm here now, and as
It's
I
not
move,
moving. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see you moving. Yeah.
so
What
it
is it
moves,
called?
I move. So if I move this way, it's moving all the way around this way. So it moves, and that's a good thing to have if you're at home. You want to stand up and talk and move. It moves with you. It has the light. You put your phone in it, and I just absolutely love it.
What is the name of it? Where'd you get it from?
I got it from Amazon, and I will have to find the box and tell you what the name is. I forgot the name of it, but I really love it. It has the light, and you can take the light out, but it follows you everywhere you go. So it's really cool. So if you like to dance, if you're doing anything, or you're a talker and like to move when you talk, like I do, it's really that was one of my best investments. So I wanted to share that when you shared yours.
Okay. Definitely. If you can go into your Amazon account and go into your order history. And if you can pull up that link for that particular, you can put it in the chat. That would be so great. You know what? I even have little things like this was one of the vendors at the last event had this. This is a what is it? Cell phone stand.
Yes.
So sometimes I use it when I'm sitting here and I'm doing cross things. I'm like, okay, even something simple as that helps. It's two things that you need when you're shooting your content. You need great lighting because that lighting makes a huge difference. And I would say stabilization. So that's why the tripod comes in because the tripod, it just stands there and it just sits there and captures you. So don't be afraid for my singers. Like I said, you out somewhere singing, make sure if you don't have nobody to have your tripod so you can sit there and capture you singing. Hi Jackie, I see you. You look beautiful today.
And I wanted to ask Ebony, do you do like bling bling? Like I'm a bling bling person. So like this is my company, Natural Living by Design. This is the, the logo, not the long form. And then like I have my shirt on, but I like the bling bling. I have a couple that's a bling bling with Natural Living by Design. Like, do you do bling bling or not yet?
Not yet. My sister is practicing, and then we have a good girlfriend. I have like a group of craft friends. So they're my reference. So if I can't do it, I know somebody who can.
Okay.
And I will stand by their work. She does really good job. She's an event coordinator too.
Because I love patronizing Black businesses, and I would love to, I would love to support your business as well.
Oh,
And,
thank you.
and Danyelle made a good point when it comes to marketing. The t-shirts ideas that you are coming up with, they really do work, and they actually can bring up conversation when you're out. So when I was the insurance lady, my clients, I lost my name. They don't call me Lakeisha no more. They was like, hey, you met my insurance lady? They go my insurance lady. You see my insurance? So I started branding myself as the insurance lady. So I would have hats that say the insurance lady on the back, the insurance lady. And then they would ask me, well, what kind of insurance do you do? What kind of insurance do you sell? Do you do rent? So it does open up conversation. I would go to the resale shop and get me some nice blazers, very inexpensive, because I didn't want to buy no $100 blazers or $80 and put it on there. I did. So I would go to the resale shop, buy some really nice blazers. You would never know I got them from the resale, and put the insurance label. That way I'm looking good, feeling good. It's gonna, exuberate to the people, and they with the insurance, they're just branding yourself and walking around with it, like it's very, very important. So I think you all are on the right track. I don't know if you all said this, but when you might be a way to generate money, because you have your Elizabeth on there, and then people who sponsor, their sponsorship or their logos can be on the back of the shirts, and they pay to have their logo on the back of your shirt and advertising their company. So I didn't know if y'all had said that or not, but I just wanted to share that because it was on my mind.
You know what? I'm gonna share your screen because I'm getting a uniform for when I go out and market and promote. So like even when, like yesterday, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was cold outside. I'm wearing jeans. I still got my ripped jeans. I'm still gonna do like a semi-business casual something. And I'm trying to find my pictures, because even something at that, like I said, Rota from the hopefully you can bring my picture up. You know what I'm saying? You talk about that blazer was $4 at the Salvation Army. I took that blazer when I went to conference. And if you notice, that was her and her product, Face Game Beauty. Finally got some of her, sorry, I'm going backwards. But this is stuff that I'm using even for my own, because like I was taking notes. I had to let the speakers know I was taking notes. I was not on social media. I was not being rude. I was taking down what you were saying. But I have my if you see, I have my Tava t-shirt and a black blazer. And I'm gonna have a head wrap on. And if I'm gonna be around people, I'm definitely gonna have makeup on. And I have old girls lip gloss. So I'm like, it all ties together in a tight package. Yes, that is my personal brand. I have a t-shirt lady. I gotta get the t-shirt on my website, but I do sell that shirt. That shirt is what, $30? $30 from small to 1X, and then it's $35 2X to 4X. So because it's funny, I had that t-shirt on at conference. Do you know one of the distributors was like, how can I get a shirt? And I'm sitting here like, you want a shirt? Oh, okay. I happen to have an extra small shirt on me that I sold at conference, and I made $35 at conference just because I was wearing my own type of branded shirt. So this is a moneymaker. This is a way of promoting your brand. And like you said, women like bling. So I got to get some more blinged out shirts. I just need to get shirts, period, because people will buy. They will buy to support. And that's definitely one of the things that I want to make sure I have, because I'm like, imagine if I had an Elizabeth shirt. Oh, here's another picture. That's my Tava t-shirt. If I'm going to do anything, go on camera, do a TikTok live or do something, I'm starting to gather a series of shirts around Tava that I can wear in order to do what I need to do. I want Elizabeth, and I want Elizabeth blinged out too. So it's time.
I'll buy an Elizabeth shirt. I'll buy one.
And then that becomes part of my uniform. You know what I'm saying? Quick uniform, gotta go somewhere, gotta go show up, gotta pass. I can always throw on a pair of jeans and some heels, have my t-shirt, my hair wrap, my makeup on, boom. People are like, one lady was like, oh my God, your skin is so clear. Well, guess what? Part of the reason why it's clear is because I drink my detox tea. I get the toxins out of my gut. A lot of people got acne and issues with their skin is for two reasons. You're not eating properly, and you don't have a proper skincare regimen. So let me come out of this. So yeah, it's like, we gonna have a conversation. It's a conversation starter. Your skin is so clear. Well, I drink my detox tea. I take my liquid collagen. I do my liquid vitamins. I have a skincare routine that I do morning and night. Yes, I wear makeup. I also make sure I take off my makeup. It's like, it's a whole conversation of what I do to maintain this beautifulness right here. So yes, I'm getting an Elizabeth t-shirt, you know, just like I got my cup. You're gonna start to see the cup more often, the shirt, and our brands, period. Yes, Queen Adoni.
Ebony, what's your turnaround time for like one or two t-shirts?
7 to 10 days, and then it's a rush fee if we need like under 10 days. Like we could do a 3-day turnaround, but we usually charge like a $15 turnaround time for the 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
But I did find some Wrangling shirts. They're not V-neck, but I did find some Wrangling shirts.
Ebony, let me ask you a question. For the $15 Tuesday, there's still a 7 to 10 day turnaround for the $15 Tuesday?
On Tuesdays, you will get it back in the Friday of the same week. So it's kind of
it's like a rush.
Take
so
away
is that like the
Tuesday
technology? Is that the technology for the rush t-shirts? Because I've seen stores in the mall that will take an image and print out your shirt like right then and there.
Yes, it's the labor.
Okay.
With the rush fee. So that's why we promote the t-shirt Tuesdays, because it eliminates that rush fee and you'll get it the same with the same week.
Okay. Cool. Oh, so why don't we all just take a deep breath here and exhale out? Because we had a lot. Lakeisha, I love your eye makeup. It's so beautiful.
She had to look at herself.
Yeah, when you close your eyes, it's like I see the Guardian. I'm like, that is so beautiful.
I appreciate that.
So I'm excited. I am so excited to what is it? Like I said, to get our brands on. Ebony, you're gonna see me tomorrow. Because I definitely want, I gotta write it out, but I at least want 1 or 2 shirts. So I can market and promote. Like I said, that I didn't realize people would wear. I realized people would wear a t-shirt. And then I also I don't mind a regular t-shirt because I will deconstruct it with the quickness. I will cut out a scoop. I will cut out a scoop side to side. Lately, I figured out how to do the cold shoulder. My boyfriend hates it. He's like, you cannot wear a regular t-shirt to save your life. No, I can't. Once I learned how to make it my own, I'm like, why would I sit here and look like everybody else? No. Mm-mm. And then I have an aunt who doesn't like it. She's just like, do you wear anything else than a V-neck? I'm like, no. She's like, do you have to show your boobs? I'm like, yes, because it took me a long time to get them. So yes, I have to show them. So I like a V-neck. So I'm like, whatever shirt I have, and I practice on my old shirts too. I would love to do a deconstruction party, because I don't necessarily like what everybody do with the tethered and the tails. No, I like doing something I could do a cold shoulder on, or I like taking out the sides. I did this once with a t-shirt, a Lions t-shirt, and it was the sexiest t-shirt ever because I was able to do the rivets underneath the side, take out the hem, use the hem as a ribbon, and then tie it up on the side. Man, that was a beautiful t-shirt. So any t-shirt I get is going to be different. And I know sisters who know how to sew that would take African fabric and put puffy African print arms on a t-shirt. So I like being different. And that's the one thing I love, to have a brand that I support and have it be different, baby. It's a conversation starter. And that's what we want, is to have conversation starters about our brands, our sister brands, and the other brands that we support. Mm-hmm. So I am excited.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Mama Evelyn, and wanting to ask, I don't know if she's there right now, but wanting to ask, does she do bling bling? And what I was thinking about is all her sayings, you know, to put some of her sayings on a t-shirt, you know, just like, yeah, I mean, that's another thing to add, how she has them on different materials to be able to put them on your shirts and stuff like that. That would be really cool. So Mama, do you do bling bling in a cultural way? Maybe it's a cultural way. Maybe, I don't know.
What do you mean bling bling? Like rhinestones and stuff, or
Yeah,
is that
or
what you mean?
or maybe even oh,
What about that like sequence fabric or something? Like, I don't know. Don't they have fabric that's kind of like blingy?
Yeah, no,
mm-mm.
no, that's not me.
But
That's not, it's, but I mean,
I can definitely see your little things where you say, you have your sayings, you know, that we got for, you know, putting them on your shirt where people say, hey, stop, hold on, let me read this, let me read that. You know, that would be cool.
Ooh,
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
patches.
Yeah,
But you
like
know what?
patches. Yeah, yeah. Because she has a lot of those that she uses when she's on what is that called? The thing you had us do, and you had us to pick our sayings.
Oh yeah, yeah, the banners.
The banners,
The banners.
take some of those, and that because she had it where you can just select which ones you want, and then you can put them on your shirts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna get me some TTs so they'll pop out.
Funny. Oh my God.
If they,
You know what?
right now, they're not coming.
But you know what? One of the things I think having Mama Evelyn's sayings on a t-shirt would be great. But even if we just had like a unified Elizabeth, like right in front of us on a t-shirt, to have her to be wearing her earrings with the sayings and taking a picture and promoting that would be awesome and amazing. And or holding her dials or something like that. You know, we're getting our hair done, you know, in a different way, styled and promoting, you know, Elizabeth. I'm just thinking of different ways of promoting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we can also do that as well. You know, I love her sayings. Now that I think about it, now when I think about having Mama's Evelyn stuff on it, because her fabrics, she's all about colors, multiple colors and fabrics and everything like that. Yeah, that might be interesting. That might be a class, might be a workshop. Somehow to create your own using your stuff. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Stuff is just coming. So
yeah, that sounds like yeah. Yeah, how would we put them on the clothes? So I mean, iron on would be okay, but eventually it would come off.
Something to talk about, something to think about.
Yeah. Because I do put my sayings on the fabric to put on the dolls because I just like it like that. But we use glue, you know, fabric glue. But yeah, but with something that's wearable and going to be washable, it has to be, I have to research another way to do that.
Okay.
Well, maybe Ebony, maybe with the vinyl. Oh, excuse me, the guy who just shoveled the snow. I'll be back.
okay. Jackie, we see you. How are you today? Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, I'm well. Thank you for asking. Good to see everybody. Yeah, as a total aside, I know Lakeisha's talking now, but maybe when she gets a moment, or maybe Danielle, you might have it, but I want to get the website again real quick to order her deodorant.
I believe it's naturallivingbydesign.com.
Okay. All right, I'll check that out. Thank you.
Natural Living by Design. And she has deodorant. She has Himalayan salt lamps. She has this wonderful Himalayan salt slab that you can put on your grill and grill your fish, your meat, your vegetables on. She has herbal extracts. She's got African soap, liquid African soap, turmeric soap, all kind of natural toothpaste. I mean, she's got a little bit of everything.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And also I can relate to the t-shirt thing. Even when I was in high school and I used to go to like these little music summer camp things, and every time I got a t-shirt, I always would just take out the neck, only because it just felt more comfortable. Yeah, I just cut out the neck. So I didn't really care about being different. I just cared about doing something that felt comfortable to me, being myself.
There's a book called T-shirt. I don't know what made me start doing it, but I like the idea of having a t-shirt just look different. You know what I'm saying? And when I found out how easy it was to just make it my own, it's become like, I like the ribbons. You know how you got the seams for the necks and the sleeves and the bottom hem and everything, like I like taking that out, stretching it out, and it becomes like a shoestring. And then I can sit here and I like cutting the sides and then tying it. And I like making things a little bit cuter, a little bit sexy. I'm a Leo. So I'm all about right now, I'm all about being cute and sexy. And
well, you do that easily because you're already cute and sexy. Anything else is just an enhancement, Danielle.
I grew into that. It took me a second to become the woman that I am. And I take that. Thank you. Thank you. So I like to enhance it a little bit more. So I'm like, and I also, as part of that creativity, playing in that creativity, it's like playing to me, and being creative and self-expression. So yeah, I like all of that. I think I'm gonna have to create a t-shirt party for the Elizabeths and do it down at Everett's, whether it's a t-shirt that you have branded or it's a t-shirt that you want to get, and we can do it online too. So we're not gonna forget our out-of-state people. We can still come together and get our scissors and sit there and you can have a practice. We all got regular t-shirts at home that just sit there and be like, they just need some love, and we can deconstruct. It's called deconstructing. Yeah, I like to deconstruct t-shirts, my t-shirts, to be a little bit different. So because people be like, how'd you do that? Where you get that from? Oh, I did it.
Okay. Sorry, he nice man who comes and mows our lawn. He came and shoveled the snow. He's gonna come back and salt a little bit. So anyway, yeah. So I was thinking about the vinyl. You can put your own wording on the vinyl and use that machine and adhere it to the t-shirts or other clothing, right?
Yep. I use the vinyl. That's how it's
Okay.
like different glitter, different kind of textures. And then we just press it, and then we use like the Cricut to cut the words out and everything.
Okay.
So we pretty much use vinyl. But I
What you
could
say, a
ask my
Cricut?
friend that does bling. Yep,
Okay.
it's called a Cricut.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm yeah. My girlfriend who's an artist, I've sort of decided on something else that does the same thing, but yeah, I know the Cricut is very popular.
Yeah, it's different kind of brands that do different things. Yep, and then they have like some bigger printers that just cut the like the big vinyl cuts out. Yeah, I'm getting one of those one day. Get to the bigger ones.
Awesome.
I like using
writing
vinyl.
grants. I'm sure you can write a grant to get that for your business. I know you thought of that already, haven't you?
Yep, that's why the daycare is moving into educational services.
Okay.
Yep. So then I could teach practically everything now.
So Ebony, don't forget that when it comes to your, I remember you saying a few weeks ago that you was trying to have everything under one umbrella when it comes to your social media marketing. I want to say that's not generally a good rule of thumb, because each one of your businesses is its own separate brand identity. So because they have this own brand identity, think of it as your children. Each one of your children, they got its own personality. So they have to have their separateness within how they're put out there.
Yes, that makes so much more sense.
And they are totally separate from you. So you
Mhm.
still have to have your personal, because there's you and then there's your brand. You can be the face of your brand, but you're separate from your brand. So when you create your accounts, you do have to create, like your daycare is separate from your t-shirt business. So your daycare should have its own separate identity page, and it just talks about the benefits of your daycare. You know, the stories of your daycare. Like there's stuff that happens on a daily basis that's like, oh my God, that's, you know, what separates your daycare from everybody else. Like I have a friend that talked about how she didn't put her kids in daycare, because her grandkids, because her friend, somebody in the family had a daycare, but they weren't doing right. Like they were giving the kids, buying what is it, TV dinners from the Dollar Tree, and feeding that to the children. Well, there's a white sister on TikTok that she shows how she cooks. For her, she's the cook for the daycare. So she's like, today's menu is, you know, beans and weenies with bananas and everything. And she actually shows how she prepares these meals for these kids. I'll be like, well, I want to go to daycare and have some beans and weenies with you. Like you could see the love and the passion and the joy that she has. What is it? Being a daycare cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. You know, so you might want to be like, you know, at our daycare, we give our kids green smoothies. You know, we give them, instead of giving them apple juice boxes, we give them fresh pretzel. Here's the apple, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, that sets you apart from just regular daycare. It's like, oh, they in the health and nutrition kind of early right about now. Okay. I'm watching that. I see that. So, you know,
that's perfect, because my kids really like showing off too. Like every time I tell them, like I'm just taking a picture or video, they get to acting. Like they always want to show off.
Oh yeah. And then also the when you're making a t-shirt, show us how you're making a t-shirt, speed it up.
Okay.
That gets more people interested. You'd be like, here's a plain t-shirt, and you can do the voiceover about, okay, so this is the inlay, this is how I'm getting this done, blah, blah, and then here's the after. So if you want more information, here's the custom, you know, show us the t-shirt. And then for some of us, like if you do a t-shirt for me, you can always show, you know, the finished product with the logo and everything like that, because that's promoting my business. That's also promoting your business. We're doing a double cross promotion.
Okay.
So I just want that idea just came out to me. I was like, you know, don't be afraid to get your brands out here. Just start getting the content and get it out there.
Okay.
Because sometimes there's some people who are afraid to get the attention, but the attention is what is going to cause your success. Because if people see you and see your brand and see what you do and know what you do, that's going to bring the business.
Yeah, I got to get comfortable with the attention. I think that's where mine's lie.
So let's talk about that. What are you afraid of?
Just people knowing me. I don't know. That just it's just it's weird. So
You
I
know
don't know. It makes me feel weird. Like so I've had a speaking engagement. Another creatress sister had me on her podcast. And I just told her, I'm like, oh my gosh, before we started, I was like, I feel weird. Like, I know what I'm talking.
Oh, you hit the mute.
Being into it, I don't know. And like watching me, like the way you guys are watching me is weird. But it's what I have to get used to.
You know, Ebony, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna say to you what, I don't know if you remember, Mama Shu said, you know, she had the black hole, and there was this guy who worked in there, um, and he did readings, and he said, don't shy, told me not to shy away from the camera. He said, it's gonna be part of who you are. You know, don't be afraid of it, embrace it. So I started taking selfies and, you know, and I'm pretty comfortable on camera here. I just have to remember, you know, don't be blowing my nose or digging in my nose.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because that's the way, you know, that's the way the world is going. And you never know who you're gonna touch with your face.
You don't know when your voice, you don't know who you're gonna touch. I didn't realize how many people watched me. That's what got me. I put stuff out there and I'll be looking at my views. I'm like, ain't nobody paying attention to me. And then I run somebody in the street and be like, oh my God, I'm so glad to see you. Girl, you lost weight. How did you lose weight? I'll be watching you. I saw that video about that. And I'll be looking like, you paying attention to me? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm like, oh, okay. So you know what? I'm gonna show up even more. You know, my thing right now is showing up. I don't know why people calling me right now. No. Being more transparent and being more authentic. Going to my TikTok video to show you my living room, because you see the wall behind me. Okay. It's nice and blank. You don't see what's on the other side of this camera. Okay. So to show people that, you know, my apartment can become a complete mess, but I also show I can clean it up too. I didn't realize so many people, that's being transparent. Okay. That is being like, you know what, I have hoarder issues like everybody else, but I'm getting through this. And the 2023, from what the brunch said, 2023 is my year to be free. I'm breaking free of holding on to paper, breaking free of holding on to stuff that doesn't serve me no good, breaking free of holding on, of not putting stuff back in place and getting in order. And one way of actually for me to do that is to show other people that this is what I'm overcoming. Took me a while to get to this point, because everybody, you know, want to paint this picture that everything is perfect. No, it's not. Sometimes we are a complete mess. Sometimes we got to dig it out. And like I said, part of the reason of putting the camera in front of me and doing that was so that number one, I'm not on social media when I'm supposed to be cleaning up. And number two, it brings a certain relatedness to other people. So it's like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm the same exact way. Oh, and if she can do that, and if I can inspire somebody that if you can get out this black hole, this clutter mess, if I can get out of it, you can get out of it too. So don't be afraid, because like you said, you never know who you're touching. You never know who you're watching. That's how I've had people come to me and be like, you know what, I've been watching you for the last couple of months and your skin looks good. Your hair is growing. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and buy that $160 kit right there. I'm going to buy that $300 kit right there because you doing it. I'm like, yeah, okay. So you don't know who's waiting on you. Now, I think that's the more powerful message for all of us. We don't know who's waiting for us to show up. So while we're afraid to get in front of that camera, you don't know whose life you're going to touch. Somebody's going to say something? Were you going to say something, Mama Evelyn? Oh. So yeah, don't be afraid. Show up. Just show up and be present. And then you can get fun with it. One of the assignments I'll give you guys, just sit down and watch other people. I have certain people that I watch and I emulate. I'm like, okay. One of my coaches, I'm gonna get her on here. Her name is Krishan Peace, and she's into film and development. She's a real estate agent, and she's also, you know, one of my Tava people. I watch her stories. She always posting something. She's always showing what she's doing for date night, or what she's doing product, what she's talking about her everything. And I'm like, I'll be watching the style of her videos, and I sit there and I'm not gonna say copy, I emulate. I'm an emulator. If I like your style, I'm gonna emulate you. I look at other people's stuff. Okay, how do they do that? I sit and like, I think I can do that. I can shoot this. I can make this. I can do this. and then just getting on and talking. My thing is just I have to schedule live so I can get more people and sit down and talk. And also collaborate with other people like Monica. Monica's would get on there and talk about any and everything, and I'll hop on a live with her and talk about any and everything for about 15, 20 minutes. One of the reasons why I want to get us to 1,000 likes on TikTok so we can jump on each other's lives and conversate and talk with each other real quick. I do want to do Elizabeth After Dark too. Talk about what we did during the day and get a little naughty after dark. Hi, Mama Het Haru. Do I have any questions or comments or concerns about anything, social media or anything? Because like I said, I'm gonna get the list of social media challenges for the Elizabeth so we can get these videos out here and start causing controversy with our pregnancies. Mama Het, did you do your 5 Tibetan rites this morning?
She put
I
up,
got up out the bed and I said, I got an appointment with my Elizabeth. I got to get up. So,
But you
no, I
know
did
what? You do it so often that even if I scroll through it last week, I can find it and I can sit there and join. And I do that. I mirror my screen on my laptop or my iPad to the big TV, and I do it right along with. And you know what? I might do a video like that too.
Did you upgrade 2 reps? Now you know the days to upgrade. You got to go up 2. It's 19. We on 19, week 9.
Well, you know what? When I get off the show, and when I get off the show and I do my recap, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna mirror my screen and put it on a big TV, and I'm gonna record myself doing the 5 Tibetan rites on the big TV with you. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's the big girl. Thank you.
And it's 2 reps. I'm gonna do it. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, folks may not like a comment, but yeah, because folks like to lurk. Folks are nosy. They want to know what the hell is going on with you. They want to see you. You know, whether good, bad, or ugly. They want to know what the hell. Some of them are even wondering how the hell you are still standing. They think that, you know, with everything that you going through, like, how was she here? I'm here because I show up for the Elizabeth. I'm here because I'm showing up for other people. I'm being my authentic self. And, I'm doing what I'm doing. It's only one time that I broke down. I have a video that's over 1,000 likes on all my social media platforms because I broke down as a caregiver. I worked 16 hours with the client. I was supposed to have relief. Somebody was supposed to show up, and they didn't show up. So that forced me to stay for another, I don't know, another couple of hours. I had to stay for another 8-hour shift. I literally broke down and cried because my little girl wanted to go outside. It was a summer day. I wanted to go outside and play and have fun and be off work. And because the client didn't open up her windows, didn't let sunshine in. I want to go outside and play in the sun. And that's what I wanted to do. And when that relief didn't show up, baby, I turned on that camera and I just cried. I'm like, this is caregiver burnout. Do you know I got related to so many caregivers? They was like, oh my God, I'm going through the same thing. I didn't know people felt like this. I didn't think I was the only. Y'all had some outcry about that. Like, you'll get relief soon. I feel the same way. Same thing going on with me. And I'm just like, just because I showed them that I'm stressed.
Vulnerability.
I go. Yeah. I didn't even want to go home. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to go outside and play in the sunshine. And because
can you pack up your person and take them outside on the porch or something, or they're not able to? Are they mobile? You gotta pack up. Okay.
She wasn't mobile like that. She could have, but like her front porch was like really, really tiny, so I couldn't get her out on the front porch. Oh, okay. But I don't like people's houses where you don't open up the blinds to let the sunshine. She lived in a very, very troubled neighborhood. So I understand why you closed it, but during the, can we open up and get some sunshine? Can we get some fresh air? And she didn't do that. So it had an effect on me because I like to be outside. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like during the summertime, get some light up, that light and getting air is, helps with the environment. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, it was just like, I did not want to spend all day in this house. I want to go outside. I'm not a smoker, so I don't have smoke breaks. But when I take my breaks, I like to go outside. And it was just wonderful, beautiful sunny days. And I'm like, I'm getting off at 4 o'clock. I done worked like, two shifts. I'm like, I get to go outside, go down to the river and have some. And when that leaf would show up, I just cried. I was like, I'm stressed out. And a lot of people in the healthcare field, nurses, CNAs, they's like, we feel the same thing happens to us.
Right.
So,
I remember a time when I broke down. I think it was when I was going through, my relationship was all discombobulated and my mother was gone, and I broke down on I think it was Instagram. I mean, it's so, you know what? It's really good to let other people, it's not that you're, showing it, you want to share. But sometimes when other people see that it's okay to release like that, people don't know what release looks like. We know how to hold stuff. We great at holding things. We're women, we hold it in the shoulders, we hold it in the hips, we hold it in the gut. We hold things, and for people to see that vulnerability, because I know that I wrote on my wall. I screamed on my wall. I wrote on the back of my chest, and I showed people what I did. I didn't write anything negative because I said I want to write things. I want to write things to help pull me forward or pull me up or pull me out. And so I wrote down things that I wrote down solutions instead of problems. Everybody know problems. It's about 5 problems out there. We know the problems and we know the solutions. Like Mama Amani tell us, we got to doobie doo.
Relief isn't coming to relive you.
Doobie doo. So when we get to that point, but other people seeing that helps them know that it's okay to release. It's okay to scream. You can write on any wall in your house. Let it out however you got to let it out. If you got to sit here and just breathe, I've told my friends when they need, I'm up more than I need to be, but I told them, you could call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. If you need to cry, Mama Shu and I, we go on the phone, we were just breathing and tearing together for about a half hour. I'm that one. Let's get the stuff out. Let's work with each other. Let's show each other what to do. Just like Danyelle was saying, there's a lot of people, they won't like or comment, but when you get out the door and they see you outside, they tell you, thank you for what you're doing. You get the thank yous. They're quiet. Some people are quiet, but they will let you know. Mama Head, I didn't see you. Or Danyelle, I didn't see you online today. What's going on?
Oh, well, you know what? My brother is like that. If I don't see him posting his stories, because he posts every single day, then there's a period when he don't post, something's wrong. I call. What's wrong with you? What's going on? Why are you not posting?
You off schedule.
Something is wrong. And I'm like, now he posts them off the wall crap. He really does. But I know everything's okay if you post it. When you stop, something's wrong. I need to call. What's going on? So, like I said, people are watching, people are waiting for you to show up. So keep showing up. Queen of Dewey, keep showing up. Mama Evelyn, keep showing up. Show up. Some of y'all ain't showing up. Some of y'all watching. Some of y'all are liking and commenting. Some of you guys are not showing up in your video. You ain't even done a video. Be like, hi, this is what I do. How are you? I'm not in Mama Head. I ain't talking about you. Okay, I'm not picking on you. I'm talking about other people. I ain't naming no names, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just show up. I'm like, because like I said, there are people looking for help with spirituality. They're looking for what we got. We got to show them that we have what they need and that we're here. So I'm excited to get this stuff together. I'm excited. I'm just excited. I'm so excited to put it together and get it out there and help other sisters. Get their products out there. Like I said, I went to an event. For those of you who joined me this past hour, I went to a women's empowerment brunch yesterday that my girl Lakeisha from Natural Living by Design invited me to. I almost didn't go because of snow, but my spirit was like, get your ass up, get your t-shirt on and go. I went. I was blessed. Walked into women talking about helping other women birth their passion and dreams. Excuse me? Say what?
Did they Elizabeth out there?
Oh, yes, they did.
Oh,
Oh, yes, they did. And I'm like, okay, I got some word of encouragement. And two vendors from the last conference were vendors at this brunch. The lip gloss sister, what is it, Face Game Beauty, which I'm wearing her stuff right now. She was there, and Michelle, the scented candle lady, was there. So I'm like, okay, my Elizabeths are here, and of course, Natural Living by Design with Lakeisha LaGrande was there, with her natural spray deodorant right here, guys. Yes,
Didn't
ma'am.
I see her on here? Where'd she go?
She right there.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, Miss Lakeisha, I saw your picture up there.
All right, all right. Now, one thing I also wanted to say also, with my experience, a lot of times when we don't feel like doing something and we just don't want to go, but we go anywhere, when we go anyway, that's when the blessing really comes. When you don't feel like going and you went, when you go, you'll be glad that you went because you are blessed. You get that blessing when you just step out and just do it anyway. And just do it anyway. It's never failed. Every time I go, it do something that I don't want to do, and I go ahead and do it. It's a blessing in it. It's a blessing in it.
I also gained 20 leads yesterday from our products. I didn't have a card or postcard or anything. I sat up there and gave 20 detox samples out yesterday in exchange for names and numbers. So guess what I'm doing today? Hey, did the tea work for you? How did it work for you? Did you like it? Here's my link tree. Boom. Like, sometimes just because you don't have everything all together right there, if you got the basics, you know what I'm saying? You can do something. I have my phone with me. My phone is my ATM. My phone is my ATM. So I got names, I got numbers. And every last woman I talked to wanted to lose weight. So I'm like, oh, I got something for you right here. There we go. Yes, ma'am.
Pardon me to interrupt you. Just when you get done, Miss Jackie got something that she would like to share.
Yes, Miss Jackie.
Sorry, I just have a quick question. I'm actually trying to order Lakeisha's deodorant right now.
You doing what? You doing what? You doing what?
Yeah, but I wanted to know, I'm actually having an issue. I want to know, do I call the customer service number? Because it asked for PayPal, and I put my PayPal in, and it took the money, but it didn't ask for my address. So I don't even know, so where to go from here. So but there's a phone number on there. So should I call that number?
You can call that number, or you can call me. I'm finna shoot you my
thing. Okay. That's all, just because I was like,
okay, I appreciate you so much.
Oh, please. I've been meaning to do it forever.
I appreciate that so much.
Now, this is the cross marketing that I'm talking about and support that we have. Like right now, we all need to have our Elizabeth mugs. I'm gonna eventually get our Elizabeth t-shirts. We should all have a pair of earrings, saying earrings from Mama Evelyn. My Reverend Marnie Grace, you got some beautiful jewelry, some beautiful bracelets, gemstone bracelets. We should have a gemstone bracelet. We should all get a scoop from Mama Het and some gloves or something. If anything, our biggest supporters should be the Elizabeth. And also, you can also use, like I said, you can use your platforms to market and promote to other people. I'm going to do a user-generated content video about the deodorant, because I've been using it for a couple of months now. I'm gonna do something between today and tomorrow on my social media platform, because I really do like this product, and I do market and promote products that I really enjoy, that I use, and that I believe in. So if it's something that you don't have yourself, you can go to the website, check out my sister's, my fellow Elizabeth website. We should all be talking about not only just Elizabeth, we should be talking about each other. Period. If you don't know what to do for a video, be like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about the scoop. I still got to do a scoop. I love my scoop. I get asked about that too. People be like, "What is that?" I'm like, I got to do a video of the different ways you can wear a scoop. Like, come on now. We got Elizabeth is not a hush hush organization. We should be talking about each other and the benefits that we're getting from each other, not just from the show, but the businesses. We should be talking about each other's businesses, like we talk about McDonald's, Meijer, Kroger, Coca-Cola. We should be having these brands, these brands here out of our mouth and posting and sharing and liking. So that's because yes, ma'am.
It sounds like we need to make a little commercial for our products, and then like I'm having a dream right now. I'm having a dream. So like Wednesday when I'm on with my I've already made my flyer extra early and I'm getting ready to work on my next one.
I saw that.
I have my guest on, like when we have that moment of quiet space or whatever happens, somebody, whatever, there should be, yes, and now it's time for a commercial break from one of our sponsors. I like to do that when we have like mess ups, we can have somebody, yes, we have the Elizabeth, when I get my mug, we'll have the Elizabeth, when when those moments happen, when you're in the moment, make it a commercial. Yes, make sure you contact Sister Evelyn when you're ready to make your banners. She provides all of the accoutrements, and these can be made in her presence or at home. So boom, there's a commercial. I got Reverend Amani's bracelet. Now see, I got to get some bracelets. We're gonna have to go around the world and get a little bit of something from everybody.
Yeah, we can all create what you're doing is called user generated content. And we can all create 30-second and 60-second videos with the stuff from all the businesses that we have with Elizabeth. Elizabeth does have we have a TikTok channel, we have a Instagram channel, and we have a Facebook group page. All that can also go on those platforms as well as ours. So, and the beauty about you creating your own content is that you put your own uniqueness and spin to it. So yes, I agree with you. We can all create our own mini commercials to help market and promote each other. Yes, Miss Lakeisha. Your hand is up.
Oh, okay. You made me forget one of my trains of thoughts. But I think that's a good idea for us to like cross promote. One day my spirit had hit me. I did share a little bit with Danyelle yesterday, because you ladies, I just feel like you ladies are wonderful. Your spirit, we all about wellness, lifting each other up. And we are stepping out of our comfort zone, Natural Living by Design, and we're going to start our Talk About It Tuesdays, starting February the 7th. And I wanted to interview once a week one of you ladies each week and talk about your story, talk about the products that you have, what you do. I just think that we have to, that'll be another set of audience that let other people know about the Elizabeth, that can bring about other people to the Elizabeth. And I just wanted to do that because it kind of lines up, because we're a health and wellness company, and we educate, we empower, and we give hope. And you all, that's what you do right now. That's what captured me. That's why I wish I could be on here every day, but I can't. But I'm saying I'm going to at least try to come on here at least once a week or twice a week at least. But I just think you are doing a wonderful thing. It's always inspirational and encouraging, and people need to know about what you all are doing. So I hope we can like work something out where I can be able to have each one of you once a week as a guest on our Talk About It Tuesday. We could talk about anything. That's what y'all do here. It'd be encouraging. It's wonderful. All right, that's it.
It gave you something to talk about.
Oh yes, she did share that with me, and I'm like, oh my God, that is so wonderful. And like I said, the more we talk about it, the more we share, the more we share with others what's going on, the more we uplift and get, the views, the likes, the follows, and then of course, the dollars.
What time of day is she talking about, Miss Sister Lakeisha? What time of day?
So it's in the evening, like it's only for 1 hour, from like 6 to 7 on a Tuesday in the evening for 1 hour. I mean, you all, I'm like, damn, these 2 hours go by like this, because the conversation, everything is just so good. The information that you all provide is valuable, but we only going to do an hour. Try to keep it down to an hour from 6 to 7 on a Tuesday. Talk About It Tuesdays. We wanted to like do a Think About It Thursday, like have a subject, and then people can research or think about the subject that we had and then talk about what they found. What did they discover about a certain, topic, whatever we plan. But that's down the future. That's in the future. Think about it Thursday, and then we talk about it on Tuesday. That's what we were kind of trying to come up with.
Awesome. I'm definitely down. One thing I noticed working with what is it? My sister Monica out of Louisiana, Tava's sister. She is on live almost every single day from the different platforms at different times. And jumping on with her every once in a while, like you said, exposes me to a whole different audience. And I get to talk about my knowledge about health and wellness, yoni steam, spirituality, all of that on whatever it is that she's talking about. And I actually do gain customers or people interested in what I'm talking about by jumping on here, jumping on there, jump on and everything like that. So it's great. And also, like I said, to Ebony, whose concern is about having fear to do it, just jump out there. The more you get out here, the easier it becomes. It becomes easier to speak, it becomes easier to talk, it becomes easier to, for me, I never thought I could rattle off stuff off the top of my brain when I need to. So easily. And then I'm finding myself like with the just sit, pause, think about it, and then continue on with what I need to say. So you may stumble, you may fall, we're all new to this, but the key thing is, what's the word? Consistency. It's just consistency. So hop on a live, each and every time somebody asks you to speak, show up, show up and just do it. You know what I'm saying? And eventually one day you need to just go on live, be like, hi, this is Ebony Elmore. This is my first live. I'm just checking in for about 10 minutes to see how you guys are doing. What's going on? I'm at work. I'm doing this. I'm a little scared about this, but I'm jumping out and doing it. Just do it. The more you do it.
Yes, it's definitely looking like that's no choice for me.
What you say?
What you say?
What you say, Ebony?
I said it's definitely looking like there's no choice for me now.
Right.
I'm just moving. I'm going with the flow, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just showing up.
The horse has left the barn.
Yeah, be the CEO. Don't, you're just promoting your event. Sisters, I have Star has shared that she needs a few minutes to share something with us. So we got 11 minutes. So do you mind if we switch?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, Star.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth.
Grand Rising, Star.
I have a message for you that God told me to give you. Before I tell you what he told me today, I'll tell you something that I've said before. There have been two shifts that has impacted the world. The first one is Adam and Eve. The second one was Jesus. We are now in the midst of the third shift. There is a war going on for the freedom of the people. One you could see with the natural eye. The other one you can only see with the spiritual eye. Most of us have, or probably all of us, have prayed to God for things years ago. God answered that prayer the day that you asked it. You just haven't seen it yet. Now, we must remember that God does not live in time. We do. In the midst of what is happening right now, look for your prayers that you prayed years ago to be answered. When you see it, God will remind you of what it is that you told him years ago, so that you will know, oh, this is the answer that this is God giving me the answer that I prayed years ago. So he wanted me to let you know to expect it, to look for it. You don't remember most of them. He will remind you when you see it. So he wanted you to know that he did answer your prayer and that he is now in, well, no, he answered it years ago. It's just that you will see it soon in this time. So he wanted me to let you know that. I'm complete.
Thank you.
Shay, thank you.
If that wasn't powerful, wow.
Mhm.
Thank you so very much, Star. And
You're
I just
welcome.
want to say I love and appreciate each and every last one of you. I am so glad to be on this journey. I am so glad to be, I'm gonna say, an ambassador of sisterhood and empowerment and just growth. And I love being around each and every last one of you. You guys inspire me in so many different ways. And I'm excited about what we're doing and how we're going to transform the lives of other women. So I have to say thank you. Thank you. Like I said, thank you. And I realized yesterday when they was talking about, especially when that one woman was like, "Oh yes, in the in the birthing center there are midwives." And she didn't know anything about a doula. I'm a doula. I realized you guys gave me the nickname of being the pusher, and I'm like, that is what I do. I'm a doula. I'm the encourager. I keep your headspace while you're in birth. I keep your headspace together so that you can. I help women have the type of birth that they desire. I create the space so they can have, if it's a peaceful birth, if it's a non-painful birth, I put you in that headspace so that you can have, and I'm an encourager. You can do this. You got this.
Really do. You good at it too. You real good at it.
So how I do this, how I'm doing this on a digital form, when I'm working with my mothers and I'm in that birth space, I'm known for creating the space. I'm known for bringing the essential oils, the lavender to relax you. I'm known for bringing the African spirituality, drumming music. I have my best friend delivered her baby. She said, "I want my son delivered to African drums." I brought the music for the African drums. So when he crowned and came out that womb space, he did come out to African drums. If there's anything, I come in and I set the space. I turn off the fluorescent lights. I close the blinds. I get that warm, fuzzy feeling so that that child can be born. And my job is to make your labor easier, if you allow me. So that's my job as a doula. I say it again. My job is to make your labor easier, if you allow. So if that means we need to get up and dance, belly dance and move, do some yoga, breathe, walk, play, push it and dance and move that a bit. You know what I'm saying? We do what we need to do my job is to make the labor easier. So you have to understand, a lot of women are conditioned by society to think that labor is supposed to be hard, painful, and difficult. No, it's not.
Lies.
Not. There is, white women come out with this thing called hypnobirthing. No, you create the space in your mind first about how you want the situation to be. And once you created that thought in your mind, it's already created. And I'm just here to facilitate it, to make sure that it gets done. So I take the same principles as when I'm assisting a woman to give birth physically. That's all this is when it comes to what I do as far as social media. I'm here to assist you to get through that labor process and make that process as easy as possible.
Can we meet one of your mommies? I'd love to meet one of your mamas and the baby.
Oh, of course. I'll reach out to them. Because one of my sisters, she's a really good friend of mine. My doula babies, because I haven't delivered a baby in a hot second. I'm getting back into the field, but my doula babies are probably now about 8 years old.
My goodness. And do you check in with them?
All the time, the mothers and the fathers. When I actually got done with training, I'll tell you a quick little story. And my spirit told me, your first 2 doula babies are coming back to back. Literally, my first 2 doula babies were born within 48 hours 24 hours of each other. So my first experience actually working from my training, I was up for 48 hours straight working with 2 moms. Once one mom gave birth and the baby latched on, the other one was in labor Had to go to a whole different hospital, do the same thing. First time ever being up 48 hours straight like that. And I provided exactly for each one. The first parents, my mother was up for 24 hours. And I don't know if you know anything about some birthing centers. The birthing center at Providence Hospital doesn't allow you to labor longer than 24 hours in their facility, because they feel like there's something wrong with the baby. So her natural birth ended up turning into a C-section, which immediately when that happens, I have to shift the mindset of the mother and the father from whatever fears that they have about going from natural to what is a C-section. The father actually went out the room and he actually started to break down. The mom was okay. I went out and made sure that he was comforted and let him know that everything was okay. Because a lot of people think when you hire a doula, you just hire for the mother. No, you're there for both sets of parents. And even as what I learned going through my miscarriage, society tends to forget about the men when there's some sort of trauma that happens with birth. We forget that the men are going through stuff emotionally as well. So when it shifted, I went out and I comforted the father and I said, you got this. You're okay. Everything's going to be okay. I just need you to look at me and just believe that your wife is going to be okay. Your child is going to be okay. And when everything was all said and done and everything, that he came back to me, he's like, thank you. He's like, for a second, I thought I was going to be out, had to deal with this alone. He's like, I didn't know he was going to come out and comfort me. I didn't know he was going to come out and check on me and make sure that I was okay. I was like, that's my job. It's not just the mother, it's the mother and father. It's the family unit. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure that when we're giving birth, that both are being taken care of.
Right.
So
it helps with the relationship, you know.
Exactly.
That could have been a real deep mind, and we don't think about the places where things get, you know, spacey or whatever, or broken down. But that's a whole psychology with that father. We act like they're not connected to the. That's where the baby used to live before it got to the mama.
So, I'm gonna talk. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna talk to you more. But I'm like, when it comes to the spiritual doulas for this birthing of the Elizabeth, you know, we have to be in the right mindset and like I said, hold space. We are the assistants to the midwives, to the doctors, to the nurses. We hold the space. We're everything from the waist up. So I'm like, you just have to know how to be present and recognize, especially when things shift, to change your gears, to make sure that people who have the support that they need. So I like how everything kind of synchronizes themselves. And yeah, I love what I do. I love the aspect of how I do it. And I'm beginning to see, like when you guys kept saying she's a pusher, like, yeah, I'm a doula. That's exactly what I do. I make sure that you push through, but you have the experience that you want while you're pushing through. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's important. I think that's what more women need to understand, that what we watch on TV is fear-based. That's not every birth, and every birth is different. And every birth experience is different. Mm-hmm. And so every pregnancy is different. You know, it's like, it's all different. Ain't nothing ever the same each time that you go through it. But the one thing that I do know, mental, you can create, just like you can create the life that you want, you can create the pregnancy that you want, you can create the birth that you want. And that birthing experience, there are women that laugh, that don't experience pain, that dance, that, you know, some people look at people like, you ain't do all that. No, I didn't experience what you experienced. No. Mm-mm. So I just had to share. I don't know where that came from, but I just had to share that, you know, I'm here for you. And I'm here because I want you to succeed. And I want you to, like I said, have the experience that the outcome that you desire. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Mama Het, you raised your hand when she said some women don't have any pain. Are you one of them?
I was testifying. I had some, but it wasn't like some others. I pushed Isis. Isis was pushed out in 3 pushes, and it would have been 1 if I'd have remembered how to hold, you know, do my holding breath. Cause but 3 pushes, that baby was out of there. And you know what I did? I did the visualization. And when I watched Martin, when he had that young lady shower at his house, I said, I'm having my baby like that. And I have 2 girlfriends who had babies on the way to the hospital, came out in the pants. I said, I'm doing it like that. I wasn't even nowhere near pregnant, didn't have a partner, nothing. But I talked to my body. We'd already had a conversation. It happened. It went down. It went down.
Now I'm gonna share when I was pregnant 2 years ago. I loved it. I loved every second of it. The only thing I didn't like was that pain as your stomach is stretching, the skin is stretching. So it's like you cough and it's like your abs are like, it's like a 20-second, like what the heck is, didn't like those too much. But
you felt the growing? Oh, I didn't feel
I felt the growing. And that was it. You know, I had people, friends, and telling me like, oh, you're not experiencing morning sickness? No. You ain't experiencing this? Nope. I'm happy. I'm like, I don't know. And I told myself, I'm not going to experience what everybody experiences.
Exactly. That's why you got to say.
What I'm noticing is that when I could speak, because there's a book called You Can Heal Your Life, which talks about whatever disease you have, you can speak over your body, positive affirmations to overcome that. So if I could speak positive affirmations over my body to overcome whatever's going on, I could tell my body, oh, we're going to have a happy, healthy pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go through what everybody else goes through. And people like to install that fear and that, no. And like I said, everybody is different. Every body is different. Every pregnancy is different. But yeah, you can use the visualization and the, speak over your body. Speak into your life what you want. Speak into your life exactly how you want it to be. And sit down and watch the magic of it actually happening. It's like, whoa, that's why I'm like, if you say you want to be successful and make money, don't be scared to get out there, to put your face out there so you can be successful and make money. Because guess what? Once you say it, it's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay. That's all.
We're at 10:03. And Amani, did you want to throw something in there before we close out?
You called my name?
Yes, I did.
Midwife Amani.
Well,
don't think that we are not in sync. You know we're in sync now.
Only thing I wanted to say was back when Star was talking, because actually you guys, if we start to really focus in on what's happening, which what she was saying, I got that in Egypt. If we really get all the stuff we're talking about is already done. What if the goal that you have for the Elizabeth group is already done? If you stood there, like it's already done, then only thing that to do after that is to follow. So whatever your business is, whatever your intention is for that business, if it's already done, then what?
Do and be.
That's
be
it.
And do.
That's
do
it.
Be and do.
Be and do. That's all there. That's all there is.
So it's walk it out. Let's walk it out.
Walk it out. That's all. But what goes with the walk it out is you got to walk the talk.
Yeah.
The tongue in your mouth must match the tongue in your shoe.
Okay. And do the work. That's the other part.
That's the do the work part.
Do the work. Right.
Do the work. That's the do the work part. You can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. Yeah. So that's what I want to say.
That's a t-shirt. The tongue in your mouth must match the tongue in
your shoe.
Say that again.
The tongue in your mouth must match the tongue in your shoe.
You know, and that tongue in the shoe the tongue in the shoe is pointed towards you too. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's
like
pointed towards you.
If you saying one thing and then doing another, they don't match, and you will never get where you want to go to. They don't match. They got to match.
Look at that.
Ashe.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome. I do want everyone to know that the conference is about what we were just talking about, being doulas, and so to have a study of that, especially as we get closer to understand what our job is. It's not just to have a whole bunch of ladies come together. That will happen. It is not just to look cute. That will happen. It is not just to sell your products. That will happen. It is not just to be the speaker on the stage. That will happen. What it is that the birthing process, so that by Saturday night, they are ready to bring forth their child, either become pregnant or bring it forth. That's our job. And so even things that we say when we're talking, like Danyelle was saying, you know, the whole process before the delivery is getting their mindset, getting their bodies ready, getting, you know, spiritually, physically ready to take this on. What is it going to take as far as accounting, even that part, the accounting, the marketing, all that stuff? What is it going to take? And queens, we have to have, where do they go after the conference? You can't just leave them. We have to have resources ready. You can go so-and-so and so-and-so. You need a trust, go to Ken. You need how to handle your money and budget your money and stuff. Here's this person. You need whatever. You need some good deodorant. There's Lakeisha. So we need to have all of that. It's way more than just putting things together. It is what the follow-up is going to be afterwards, so that they can walk the walk as they continue. And then we need to have that in place. As
the postpartum care.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. And you know, some sisters, after they have a baby, they go into depression. You got to have that. I'm scared to show my face. What do we have for that? You know,
do a video with the with your voice. Start there. You don't have to show your face. Show your product. Show what you're doing, and then just put your voice over it until you get comfortable putting your face on there. That's
yeah. So that's just food for thought.
Rite of passage, Queen. It's a rite of passage we're about to have.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And know that I take this very seriously, because this is where my pregnancy happened, when I said, be it unto me. And February the 1st, we're going to celebrate that. Be it unto me, because it's not only my Earth Day, but it's also Elizabeth's birthday. And I'll be sharing some more things about what we're going to do on that day and beyond that. But I was talking to Jackie last night about, you know, her possibly singing, if we can make that happen. And the song that I wanted to happen, you know, what songs and stuff like that. So I'm not just looking at selling tickets. I'm looking at the whole vibe of it. What I see, and how do we make the atmosphere, what they see around them, how do you create that whole atmosphere for them to experience what we want to be experienced. So just wanted to share that. And as you get ideas, please call me, text me. And yeah, call, text me what your ideas are. There are nothing stupid. There's, you know, that can work. If I don't see it at that point, we got months that, oh, now, okay, that's where that could fit in. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a powerful event, a powerful event. And we're all going to be blessed financially from it, or you can be, if you jump in there. And if you can see it as, if you did, or when you do your own events by yourself, you know what you want. This is all of us coming together to do something together, and how much exposure your business and your things get is up to you, because the space is there. And all of us doing it together makes it more powerful, impactful, and more grand. So I just enjoy, I want to, those who, I don't sell tickets, or I don't do this and I don't do this, This is you putting yourself. This is all of us sisters coming together to share one another, to impact other sisters and brothers. And we're just going to have a wonderful time. So many components. So on Friday evenings from now on, not Friday evenings, on our show on Fridays, we're going to speak about this, you know, where we are, what we're doing, because we're making some big movements. And I want y'all to know about it, get excited about it, start talking to your people now about it, and they'll be ready. And we got something for everybody.
Yes.
Something for everybody.
We still got with Tuesday night enrichment. We're still focused on social media. So yeah, if you can make it tomorrow at 7, and I'm going for 7 to 9 tomorrow, period. Come on in. We're gonna, if you're afraid of doing TikTok, you need to be there tomorrow so you can get everything set up and get started. Mama Evelyn got on the follow train boat. Even Queen Mother got on there and started.
I saw him floating in the boat. I said, look at him on the boat.
And she been creating videos ever since, just going like rocket, like, oh, okay, alrighty, okay. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna start getting our videos together. I'm pregnant, and start getting the dates and how to do this, because I swear, you start saying that, people gonna be like, what?
Yeah, and we'll be doing some other things because we all need good headshots. So we're going to do some things where we come together and a photographer is there. We get some good headshots instead of
headshots together, our professional
but
pictures.
off of Facebook and stuff like that. And then I also need from everybody your business. I'm going to post it, but I need because all of you are sponsors, you're co-sponsors, and in order to put you in the vending and supporters, I need your name, you know, your company, and where I can link it to, and not to your personal Facebook. It's got to be business.
So if you don't have a website,
everybody's got to come on up.
And y'all have a website, you can create a link tree. If you need me to help you create a link tree, I help you create a link tree. Link tree is one of the easiest ways of having something directed towards somewhere. So Linktree. I have a website. I have my website on my Linktree because I have so many other stuff. So yeah, let's get these link trees together, because that's the easiest way of getting the total essence of you completely out there.
Okay. All right, everyone, if we could just, if we're complete, let's give ourselves a big hug. Okay, before we do that, because this is on me, we have a sister, does not know I'm about to do this. We have a sister that has a financial need to take care of her house, to stay in her place, and has to go to court about it. I would like us to bless her in any way that you can so that that thing is lifted. Because Danyelle has been teaching us, she takes time out for us. She doesn't charge any of us to do this, and she is struggling financially to save her location. So Danyelle will put in the, like I said, she doesn't know that I was going to do this, and I couldn't even continue on. We have a sister in need. And if you can give $5, if you can give $50, whatever you can, this is what the sisterhood is about. And like I said, she's been teaching us, and she could get like $25, $50 or more an hour to do what she's doing. And then we still call her even after the class, and she's there doing all of this. So if whatever you can do, if you can't, no problem. But if you can do something, then that would be wonderful. Okay. So Danyelle is going to put her information in the chat, in the WhatsApp, so that they can get it. What, you know, your Cash App, your Zelle, or whatever. And
Linktree.
It's on my Linktree. I did put my Cash App on my Linktree. I did. I'm like,
right.
You never know when someone wants to bless you. So always have the opportunity to be blessed. So I did do that as I was getting my stuff organized. And yes, I did not know that he was going to do that.
Yeah,
Period.
it didn't make sense to just go on talking and talking and let's bless the world and hug the world. And we have a sister here in need and don't know where, just trying to pull it all together. So that's what that is. Now we can hug ourselves and now we can hug the world. And we can be a blessing. Ashe. Ashe. All right. Have a wonderful day.
I love you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And yes, thank you so very much. And thank you, Queen, because I was not expecting that at all. But when like I said, when I say God is showing up and showing out, he really is showing up and showing out. So thank you. Thank you.
And
so
the
much.
other thing, happy birthday to you. It's Ebony's birthday today.
Ebony's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Ebony.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay, honey, have a wonderful
so
day.
much. I love y'all, ladies.
You guys have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
day.
Have a beautiful one.
You too.